Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and today we're going to do a makeup review. We're going to review the E.L.F. Cosmetics Cookies and Dream line. I was actually asked by someone to take a look at this and see what I thought about it. So I stumbled over to my drugstore sight unseen, and I was really surprised when I found the display that had the E.L.F. Cookies and Dream set up, because it's very nostalgic. If you look at it, it really had me looking way, way back. Very, very retro. The blue, I mean, I used to be a huge fan of blue eyeshadow, blue eyeliner, blue mascara, the whole gamut. And then it kind of went off trend and it just wasn't a thing. Maybe blue eyeliner, I don't think I ever really quit with that. I always kind of personally loved my blue eyeliner, but blue eyeshadow definitely was not a really big look later on. But I was really happy to find this, so I grabbed this, and I also grabbed the Cookies and Dream. This is a really cool product. I cannot wait to try it with you. This is the Cookies and Dream lip exfoliator, and it comes in a tube. I'm really excited to try that out because it's almost the end of winter and my lips are dry. I mean, we are dry, so I definitely need to do some exfoliation so that my lips will look soft, smooth, and my lipstick will apply and stick a lot longer. I also decided to go ahead and pick up the No Budge eyeshadow stick, and it's white. It's supposed to be the center of an Oreo if you go with the theme that they're given. And I also went ahead and picked up the E.L.F. Luminous Putty Primer to go with, and is also in the Cookies and Dream. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is we're going to prime my eyes. I can't stand looking at this naked face anymore, so I won't continue to scare you with my look. So I'm going to go ahead, and today I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And the reason I like this one, it's got a doe foot applicator, and it's got a little bit of pigment to it. I think that really helps if you've got any veiny type skin on your upper eyelid like this, that it really tries to help camouflage that. I usually reserve it if I'm going to use a pastel shade, or maybe just a dash out the door light look, so that I've got a little bit of color laid down on there. But because the E.L.F. is a drugstore product, I guess I felt kind of uneasy that there might be a lot of fallout or lack of pigment. So this will make up for any of the shortcomings it might have. And truth be told, years ago when E.L.F. first came out, and I mean, this is a long time ago, it really was not the product that it has evolved into. I think it's come a really long way from back in the day when the eyeliners were just smeared on your face, and it was always drugstore priced. It was always very nicely priced. However, sometimes you did suffer a little bit of quality in the product. But again, that was a long, long time ago, and I really think that E.L.F. has come a long way. I use a lot of their products now. Years ago, I probably wouldn't have ever tried giving them another try, but I do think they've redeemed themselves. So, I've got our primer on there. I've already done my eyebrows off camera. My face is also, I've washed, moisturized, and that's it, skincare. I haven't done my primer yet. So this is the palette. And you know what I love? They've changed the way you open it. You know, I don't know for how long, or there's still some brands out there that they're kind of shrink wrapped in some plastic and cellophane. You dang near break your nails trying to get in them. You rip up the whole packaging and casing. This is really nice. It has little arrows on there. It says just pull right off. It's easy, easy, easy. I love this. It's got like a little thing right here that says just peel it right off. It comes off. You don't have to go and get a steak knife out of your drawer to get into the package. By the time you do, you've worked up a sweat. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm really happy to see that how you get into the packaging has changed. Let me put this down here. It's sticking to me. See, look at all these pans. There's 8 generous size pans. I don't know about the depth of them, but they're definitely cover some space on here, so that's good. Lots of different dark blues. There's a very glittery blue, metallic-y blue on here, very metallic-y black. I love this. And it's going to remind us of cookies and cream, I guess. Doesn't smell like cookies and cream, at least the eyeshadow palette doesn't. And I'm glad about that, because that would have to be irritating. Although, there are cosmetics out there that do have a scent. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dig in. I'm using my Mary Kay brushes today. I'm going to use the Oliver eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to go with this color here, simply because that white looks like it has a little bit of glimmer to it, which I'm not opposed to, but I just need to be careful where I put that in case there's any fallout. Don't want it all down my face. If that does happen, we do have a remedy for that, though. So, put this on the lower half of my lid first. try to pat it in. Okay, let's get some good color layout there. Going right down into my eyelash there. Just trying to pat this in. Try not to windshield wiper it until I get up to the crease. I'm going to bring it up a little bit on my crease over here on the outsides, simply because I'm going to build up the color on the outside ledge here. I don't want to go in too close or make my eyes look too close together, so I kind of just want to bring them out so they look open and lifted. Okay. The next brush I'm going to use is the Mary Kay eye crease brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of this brown. It's highly pigmented, so I think I'm going to mix it up a little bit with this. Let's see if you can see what I'm doing right here. I'm going to mix this to try to tone it down a little bit. I don't want it too dark. And we're going to do the outside corners here. There we go. Now I can see some of that brown. You know, this would be nice for a dash out the door look too, if you just put some of this down near your eyelash and then this the rest of the way up to your brow. That would be very pretty too as well. I can see you could get a lot of looks out of this palette, not just the one that I'm doing today, which is a little more time consuming than just a quick look if you're in a hurry and you don't want to run out without a stitch of makeup on your face. And I'm still trying to pull that color up a little bit there. I think I need to go a little bit deeper down here. I love this particular Mary Kay brush because you can run it right along your eyelash line. And I think it kind of lays down a basis for your eyeliner to stick to. Or conversely, after you lay down your eyeliner, you can pat this on the top. It gives it a lot of extra staying power. I do like doing that because I do work out, I do go bike riding, and I tend to get sweaty. And if it's just like when you're setting your foundation, sometimes you want to set your eyeliner. And of course, if you're doing a smoky eye too, you would want to absolutely do that. So there we go so far. Okay, now we're going to dig into this blue. I can hardly wait. Okay, I'm going back with the Mary Kay All Over Eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to try this powder blue, or I think they call this Columbia blue. My daughter played on a softball team, and I think this color was called Columbia blue. I would call it powdered blue. I'm not sure. That's another thing is there are no names on the back of this palette. It's just the E.L.F. Cookies and Dreams palette. So I guess because it's limited edition, you know, nobody's going to go and like want to get a refill. Well, they might want to get a refill, but a refill for these individual little color pans won't be available. So I'm going to tap off the excess on this little bugger here. And I'm just going to go midway through and try to go up a little. Ooh, or there's some fallout here. There is definitely some fallout here, but that's okay. We can clean that up. It's not a deal breaker. I think this is a really interesting color story that E.L.F. came out with for this season. I think it's fun this time of the year. You know, we're all tired of the gloom of winter. We get this fun little palette to play with. Although I'm not a big fan of scented makeup, but what the heck, you gotta live sometimes, right? Okay, so I'm gonna blend all that in. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm feeling very retro here, very retro. Okay. Gonna grab this other brush, and I'm gonna try a little bit of this white right here in the corner of my eye, and this is the Mary Kay Eye Smudger brush as well. I love their brushes. If you haven't ever tried their brushes, I'll link these down in the comments below. These are really phenomenal brushes. Brushes are an investment, but they are worth it if you take care of them. And I will be doing a video on how to take good care of your brushes so that they last you forever and how to keep them clean. You gotta have clean brushes. I'm getting this is flaking right down into my eyelashes. If you're a contact lens wearer, you're gonna wanna wait until after you've applied this to put your contacts in because this will get in your eye. I was hoping it would stick to this primer, but but not having a whole lot of luck with that. Okay, and I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to wipe this off a little bit and try to, yeah, there's a lot of fallout with that. And I'm going to use this shade right here. Try to highlight my eyebrow just a little bit. I'm just going to highlight that right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and use our blending brush. And this is the Mary Kay Eye Blending Brush. I love this brush. It's nice and fluffy, yet it's dense enough to really help you. I like to try and go in little circles. Brush away the excess if we have any. I think I need to fill in my eyebrows a little bit up there. My eyebrows are microbladed, but I think they need touched up again since I'm starting to have to line them up, fill them in rather, a lot more than what I used to. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the Mary Kay Deep Brown Eyeliner. And I think we're going to go over that with the brown in this palette. Just to see if it deepens this look a little bit better. It's really got my eyelashes white. That's okay though. That does happen. I mean, it is a white color that we used. Okay. This is a nice, creamy, long-lasting eyeliner in Mary Kay Deep Brown. There's a shade. Okay. Got that on. I did not bring my eyelash curler today because the mascara I'm using does that for me. Before I do that, though, I want to go in with this white, the No Smudge eyeshadow pen. I'm going to see if I could line my inner waterline. Whoa. Wow. Look at that. This is really good. If you're the type of person who likes to line your waterline, the white, wow. Look at the color payout on that. Okay. Just for the sake of experimenting while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and put a dot right here. Highlight the inner eye right there. Ooh, oh, I like that a lot. I like that better than what was on there before because I think it's just got some really good color wash there. Very pigmented. Now the test will be if it stays on or if it sweats off. I like that. I like that a lot. That really opens up your eyes when you go with a lighter shade closer to your eyes. Okay. Now I'm going to take... This is another eye smudger brush. It's from a different Mary Kay brush line. I'm going to take the brown like we talked about. Just since we're here, why not? See if we can smoke out that eye a little bit. I do like that. I do like the way that looks. Just go right over where you put that eyeliner. There you go. That will really help your eyeliner stay on. Although this really has good staying power, this Mary Kay brand, but this really helps. And it kind of softens the line too. Just be careful that the powder gets so messed up there. Doesn't get up into your eyes. Yeah, let me blend that in with my handy dandy blender brush. There we go. Blend that out. All right, let's put a coat of mascara on. And I'm using another Mary Kay product. This is the Mary Kay Lash Love Fanorama. This was limited edition for the longest time, and it came back by popular demand. So many of our customers loved this mascara. I didn't initially. I was so stuck on my ultimate mascara that Mary Kay has. I decided, what the heck, when they brought it back, there must be something I really wanted to look at. And I love it because it smooths on really easily. It just glides on, doesn't clump, and doesn't give you lashes that look like a spider's leg, spider legs, spidery. You don't want that look. I mean, well, I don't care for that look, but if you do, this won't give it to you. It will just fan out your eyelashes nicely, and I'll get that little spot I just dabbed on my nose. Another coat. It's coming together. Okay. There we go. A little trick, if you do get mascara like what I just did, or if you happen to get it on your upper lid, don't immediately reach and try to wipe it off. You're going to smear it, it's going to get on your hands, and if you have foundation or primer or skincare on, it's going to take it away. What you do is let it dry like I just did, and then you just go in with the end of your makeup brush, and because it's dried up, it'll just flake right off. So there you go, and then you don't ruin the stuff that you have underneath. Okay, so we're going to go in with a little bit of foundation, and we're going to try this lip product. Okay, so we are using the E.L.F. Cookies and Dreams Putty Primer. You just stick your fingers in there. This thing looks like an actual Oreo, which is what is so funny. I have to say, I'm not a fan of products where you just stick your fingers in. I don't know. I always wash my hands before I do things like that, but can we really say that you're not introducing bacteria in here? I don't know. It's just, I'm not a fan of these, but I was willing to continue with this product, this E.L.F. Putty Primer, because I love what it does. It really does blur out your pores very nicely, and for that, I'm willing to let it go. And I guess if I like the product enough, I'm going to use enough of it and use it quickly that a lot of microbials and not so pleasant trees won't have a chance to grow. So there we go with that, and that usually sets up really quickly. I think while we're going to wait for that to set in before we put on our foundation, I'm going to open up the Cookies and Dreams Cookie Crumble Lip Exfoliator. I'm excited to try this because a lot of the lip exfoliators I have come in a big tub, just like the primer did, or they come in a squeezy tube. I thought this was brilliant because you can just, on a whim, exfoliate your lips. If you're out somewhere and sitting on the subway and you feel the need to exfoliate your lips, you can just... Oh, now this is scented. This is scented. This is a nice, pleasant scent. It does smell faintly like an Oreo. I don't know about cookies and cream ice cream. It's not something that I would eat, and I don't get cookies and cream flavored really anything, but if I were to have to guess, this smells like the inside of an Oreo. It's very pleasant. So all you do is apply it. I guess it's supposed to mimic little pieces of Oreos in there. This is fun. And I'm just going to buff it all around in circles to exfoliate. Oh, wow. That's got some good grit to it. It's got grit, which is great for the exfoliation, and then it's got something emollient underneath of it that is going to soften. I like that. And I like it because it's quick. So all I have to do is take my little makeup wipe. Now if the makeup wipe weren't scented, this thing is ghastly. I'm not going to tell you the brand of it because they're awful. I will not be buying again. They'll be in my empties video. These stink. And now I just use them on my lip. Good job. Okay, we're going to let that dry while I go ahead and put on. I'm just going to put on the Mary Kay. I'm going to be using the Mary Kay CC cream in light to medium. I like this product because it's light, it's luminous. It's also got a little bit of sunscreen and SPF of 15, which is definitely not enough, but it's better than nothing. I always wear a sunscreen underneath anyways, but sometimes these products that tout that they've got sunscreen in them, I think you need to have your own standalone sunscreen regardless. I really, really firmly believe that because it's so important to protect your skin. You put a lot of money into your skin with your skincare and going and getting services done at the spa. Why wouldn't you take care of it? Because the sun is extremely, extremely harsh on your skin, not just skin cancers. I mean, this can kill you. They're unsightly. You could have surgery on your face. It causes wrinkles, dryness. I could go on and on. Okay, I'm just going to apply the CC cream with my fingers because we're just doing a quick look here. So I'm really focusing on the eyeshadow here today, which I think is a really cute retro look. I didn't go really dark with it because I just can't see myself going dark with a blue eyeshadow. I really can't. I just can't see myself going any closer. What would be a really cool look, though, is next time, instead of going over the eyeliner with the brown eyeshadow that I did, was to smoke it out with a little bit of blue. Talk about a throwback. I'm thinking like Carol Brady. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, we've got some CC cream on right there. I love the CC cream. It is so blendable. It shears out. You can build it up with a little bit of powder if you feel the need to powder it. I don't. You can if you wish. I just have one in every one of my bags. I love that product. I'm going to put a little bit of a lip on. Using the Kylie. Just a nude lip. When I go really heavy on the eyes, like a deep eye look, I don't like to go heavy on the lip. I don't like them competing. Or if I go and do a bold look, I kind of subdue with my eyes. Make sense? This Kylie lip gloss is supposed to be long wearing. It's not. It's really not. Dries down matte, which is okay. I mean, might last a little bit longer than your first another liquid lipstick, but it's by all means not long lasting. Just as Kylie Jenner, I don't even know what to tell you about that. Okay, we're gonna throw a little bit of blush on. Okay, and the blush I'm using today is, let's see what this is. This is Mary Kay Hint of Pink. We're just going to put just a little wash of color on there just to bring us to life. I'm not going to bronze myself or contour today just because the focus really is on the eyes. So that was a really quick look for you today with the E.L.F. Cookies and Dreams line. There are several more products in this line. This is all that was available to me at my drugstore. There is also an overnight mask you can wear that I've seen a lot of cons on that simply because it's an overnight sleeping mask and it's got exfoliating granules in it, similar to what I discussed in this lip exfoliator. I just don't know how sleeping with exfoliating granules on your face would go. It just seems as though that could be a disaster in many ways. Maybe you can use it as a wash off if you're really into the Cookies and Dream line. I don't know, but I just think for your money, you would be better off spending money on a different type of a night mask rather than one that's got granules in it. It just sounds like it would scratch your skin. I don't know. I didn't try it because my drugstore didn't have it. My drugstore also didn't have any of the lip glosses. I need to talk to my drugstore. I think they need to step it up in the makeup department and get more products in, but I don't think it's my drugstore to blame. I think it's the world we're living in, unfortunately and sadly, but this too shall come to pass. So I hope you enjoyed my makeup look today. All of my products will be listed down below. Please come back for our very next video right back here. Thanks, guys.